Today's tutorial will focus on ESSER-GEER Monitoring Instrument Element 1. Element 1 outlines all plans for expenditures of ESSER-GEER funds have been approved by FPMS and are being or have been implemented by the PSU. Approval notification will be indicated in CCIP. Let's take a look at one of our state's PSUs for demonstration purposes. We click on Funding Application, and as you can see, the school county is blurred. We know that it's a regular local school district for the fiscal year 2022. We click on the application of choice, go to the history log, and as you can see, the date of activity, the user, and the status and/or comments that have been left by FPMS or the PSU. If we go back to the previous page and click on the budget, this page will highlight your allotted amount and any carryover funds that you might have for this particular PRC. We encourage all of our PSUs to take a look at the budget expenditures. PSUs should cross-reference the expenditures with the information typed into the grant details section of the application. This will help FPMS and the PSU with column 2 on the monitoring instrument, which asks for supporting documentation to be submitted. As PSUs are sharing and creating their folders for FPMS monitoring, here's an example one might take for organizing. Let's say a PSU is using Google Drive. We would first start with titling your main folder. We're going to name this Blue Sky School District ESSER-GEER Monitoring Documents. Once we click inside the main folder, we're going to create a folder titled PRC 163. PSUs would duplicate this process for each PRC to be included for ESSER-GEER monitoring. So a PSU would have PRC 164, they could possibly have one PRC 165, 171, 181. Now, once a PSU has created a folder for each PRC, they should enter each folder and document as described. Since this video is about element 1, we'll focus on this specific criteria, but realize the same format should be done for each element. The budget and expenditures apply to all PRCs. Therefore, a subfolder is not needed. Element 4, Equitable Services, the district may determine what, if any, subfolders to create for this element. If a PRC includes only one activity, no subfolder or folders are needed unless the PSU determines it is more convenient to create them. Now, to circle back around, we want to make sure that each PRC has all the required elements. Inside of the elements subfolders, PSUs may list their activities as such. Activity 1 might be a social worker. Activity 2 may be contracted services. Activity 3 might be a school nurse, and so on. Each PSU should include supporting documents for the activities taking place as highlighted in column 2 on our monitoring instrument.
If you have any questions or would like additional support in creating your documentation system, please contact your regional ESSER program administrator. Thank you for viewing this video. We hope it helps your PSU organize documentation as you prepare for your ESSER-GEER monitoring interview.
Do you ever find yourself questioning what these acronyms mean and how they apply? Let's take a dive in and explore what these commonly used acronyms mean in relation to the Federal Programming and Monitoring Department at the Department of Public Instruction. ESSER. ESSER is the Elementary and Secondary School Emergency Relief Act. FPMS. Federal Program Monitoring and Support. PSU. Public School Unit. PRC. Program Report Codes. CCIP, Comprehensive Continuous Improvement Plan. BAS, the Budget and Amendment System. FY, Fiscal Year, and you may sometimes often hear people referred to as PAs, or Program Administrators. For more information about these commonly used terms and acronyms, please visit the DPI website for FPMS.